Okay, hi there. Welcome to this introduction to my little series I'm going to record in English language on how to beat the betting market. A major task, but I'm trying to give you some ideas and also give you access to my tool that I've been working with for more than 30 years and still do, but now it's available as a web app, so you can get access as well. You get a free version, you find the links down below, and leave comments and likes and shares and share it. The concept I'm trying to explain in the first place, although it comprises quite a bit of well, everything around it, the tool and the betting market and so on. So you will see here. Okay. The basic mathematics are going like this, and you may know already, but it's useful to repeat for the ones that might not know or understand yet and who try to follow this concept. If you get a prize for any event decided in the future and this prize you get is bigger than the reciprocal of the probability, then you have the edge. You need to make money with it. You will do. This is what mathematics promised to you. Calculation for one simple example: you get a price of 180 for an event with a probability of 59% to occur. You are going to make money in the long run. Why would you do so? Because in 59% of the cases you win 0.8 units, because in the European market price calculation, 1.80 means you bet 10 euro, you get back 18 euro. So a net win would be 0.8 euros or 8 euros in this case. So in 59% of the case you win 0.8 units, in 41% of the case you lose 1 unit. Calculate the expectancy value simply by giving all the probabilities up to 100% and calculate the multiplied with the outcomes. In 59%, 0.59 times 0.8, and in the other 41%, 0.41, you lose 1, so it's minus 0.41 times 1. The result is, use a pocket calculator, plus 0.062 units for you. You got the edge. Why is it so? The reason for that, the reciprocal of the probability you calculated is 1 divided by 0.59. This is the reciprocal concept you need to understand and you always have to use or apply. 1 divided by 0.59 is 1.695, which is lower than 1.80 what you get. So it is fulfilled what you need. The probability, you can also express it like that. The probability is in a good relationship to the price you get. The conclusion: how to apply this concept for sports betting: work out the probability, take the reciprocal for whatever you bet on, take the reciprocal of that, call this the true price, and if the price you get is bigger than the true price, you got the edge and you should make money in the long run. Now the slightly more difficult task we are coming to is how to calculate the probability. I have to admit it is a major task, but I have approached this already in my childhood. And sadly I have to move around here, but you will you will forgive me. You will. Okay, approach starting in childhood. So I started myself pretty early, already at the age of 9. In fact, I started to starting to simulate the German Bundesliga with different means, with cards and with dice, and also with table soccer game, tip kick called. And I've done this with my father, and we've worked that out more and more sophisticated. From then on, steady improvements on that, trying to reflect real results as close and realistic as possible. That was my task, and that was the task I took on. So it was pretty early to start, which is, I'm trying to, of course, to give you more, to make my words more reliable, sound more reliable. Okay, starting to take care for home advantage and goal average, that I've done already pretty early, not at the age of 9, but then maybe 12 or so. starting to introduce teams' strength measurements to come closer to reality, because I wanted to look my tables like the real ones by simulating. So I wanted to have the fun every week as often as I wish to, which you could in reality just get once a week. But of course, this joy was there, and of course the results did not fully work together with the reality, which is, of course, in any simulation, well, it will be the case. You will have deviations. Entering the computer age, the computers did take over, of course. We all know at university, mid-1980s, my first simulation for football games had been ready. Not so good yet, but I was able to do the first predictions in calculating, so to say, these probabilities that I've been talking about. Now, the ultimate algorithms I found in 1990 for the World Cup. I mean, there I've been improving my software, and I started to, somewhere there has to be the breakthrough. And I've done that in 1990. So once again, the concept behind it is calculate the goal expectancies for every game. Okay, simulate the game 1,000 times or as often as you wish to. Pick up all the chances, you pick them up while simulating, so to say. Pick up all the chances for whatever you get prices for at betting market by simply counting them during your simulation. This means if you want to know the time for the first goal or so, then you simply, well, you look at when has the goal been scored, and then you find out well, how often this happens and if market offers you a price. Or let's take a halftime lead plus winner at full time. You will have a chance. The relative frequency will then reflect as closely as possible the probability for the chance you might wish to bet on. So if you want a halftime draw and finally the winner to bet on x2, x1 or whatever that would be, those chances are dropping off during the simulation. Even the long-term betting is covered as soon as you take care for event specifics. This is what I've done. For the World Cup, it was, of course, you had to take care for who's plays who, and there had been third place 4 teams, and so you need to take care for the rules. But still, then you can still run every single game once, run through the whole competition, and run the whole competition 1,000 times. Do the same thing you would have done for a single game, and then you would find proper chances. Well, you get in return proper chances for who's going to win the World Cup. And in fact, I bet all my money against Germany, who in the end won. I still made some money, if you wish to know this anecdote. Okay, the quality of the results will be based on the quality of the underlying goal expectancies. Of course, this is one part you need to make sure you are doing some good calculations there. Okay, how to calculate those properly? Although obviously one has to keep a secret here or there, which I'm doing right now, although I might tell you in a different video. If you see a table and see the goals a team scored and the goals the other team, the one you're looking at a certain pairing, now you see the one team scored these many goals, the other conceded these many goals. You're already coming close because you get an idea. You need to take a look at both these values and compare them also with the average in the league. You build their measured strengths on that and update with every result coming in. I mean, now you start to, well, you assess them like that, and then with every single result they are going to develop. So if they win 3 games in a row, they are getting better. If they lose, also they are getting worse, and so on. And this is also part of that concept. You need to take care for the goal average and the home advantage as well. So this is part of my secrets, but I might share with you in a different video. But for now, you can take that for granted. I mean, I have taken care for that because I started already pretty early. But there are some reliable mathematical functions to work this out. This I can promise. If a team scored, for example, 68 goals in 34 games in one campaign, then you ought to assume if their are no major other changes, it is going to score 68 goals or exactly 2.0 per game again in the next campaign. If you take all the goal expectancies together, calculated with the given algorithms, right, that I just was talking about, calculate against all the other teams in the league in their home and away games, and find out they expect to score more than 2.0 against the lower teams because they are better against these, and less than 2.0 against the higher teams, and this also distributed on the home and away games because this is what my algorithms guarantee, then you find out, oh, I expected exactly 68 goals, so it has to be right, those algorithms, right? Because, well, they scored 68, I compare them to all the other teams, and in the end they are going to expect to score 68 goals, although it's different for every single game, right? This is one part of a proof, so to say. The other one would be look at the statistics you get and compare those with the results you expected. This is another part. Well, we can do, of course, at any point, just check out. We can also count our money, which is a very reliable thing of seeing if things are working. This chance is on for whatever you calculate expectancy for, this comparing reality with what you expected. Although you will get some deviations, those would occur for everyone and everywhere. You just have to guess, well, have I been doing fine or not so fine? But in general, the proof will be there. You are coming close. Last question here, who would do better than you? This is, of course, one of the big questions. Are there people at market that can do that better than I do, or the tool does, or the things you get here? Anyway, I'm going to leave you with this for now, and I hope you got a decent introduction into what I'm doing and how this is working. And you can get access to this tool right now if you click on the link below. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you soon with the next video. Thanks a lot.